Be me, Elias, 31, Director of People and Culture at Athelgard, high-concept Nordic fusion restaurant in Chicago. 3 Michelin star aspirations. Owner is Silas, 50s, tech money, knows spreadsheets, doesn't know bechamel. Hired me to modernize the workplace ecosystem. Says turnover is too high. Says the kitchen culture is stuck in the 90s. My background is industrial psychology and organizational wellness. Never worked a line in my life. Don't need to. Systems are systems. Humans are humans. I spent first month observing. It's a war zone. Executive chef is Marco, 48. Italian-American, looks like he was carved out of granite and scar tissue. Forearms look like a map of the London Underground drawn in burn marks. Works 16 hours a day. Screams, "We chef," and "hands," and "service." It's aggressive. It's loud. It's hostile. I take notes on my iPad. Microaggressions detected, 42. Volume violations, constant. Emotional safety rating, critical. I watch the sous chef, David, getting grilled by Marco over a scallop sear. "It's rubber, David. A tire has more texture." "Do it again." David says, "Yes, chef," throws it in the bin, starts over. No pushback. No boundary setting, just submission. This is trauma bonding. I start interviewing the staff. Front of house, faux, loves me. Waitresses complain about the kitchen yelling. Bartenders say the chefs are arrogant. I go to the back of house, bah. Talk to a commis chef, Leo, 19 years old. "Leo, do you feel safe expressing your emotions to Chef Marco?" Leo looks at me like I asked if he wants to juggle knives. "I just want to plate the garnish right, sir." "But does the yelling affect your mental bandwidth?" "I don't have bandwidth. I have prep." "Can I go back?" Internalized oppression. They don't even know they're victims. I compile my report. 60 pages. The toxicity of tradition. Why Athelgard is failing its human capital. Present it to Silas and Marco. Silas looks concerned. This retention data is worrying. Marco looks bored. Cleaning his fingernails with a paring knife. "Marco," I say, "you're running a dictatorship. It's unsustainable." Marco looks up. Dead eyes. I run a brigade. We feed 200 people a night at $300 a head. Perfection is the standard. Perfection shouldn't cost sanity, I counter. Sanity is for people who work 9 to 5. We are pirates. We are artists. You're abusers. I correct him. Marco laughs. A dry, rasping sound. "You think you know this job? You think nice words cook a duck breast? I think a happy chef cooks a better duck breast. A disciplined chef cooks a perfect duck breast. A happy chef gets distracted and overcooks it." Silas intervenes. "Gentlemen, Elias thinks we can maintain quality with a softer approach? Holistic approach, I correct. 4-day work weeks. Rotation of stations to prevent monotony. No yelling. Meditation breaks. Collaborative menu planning." Marco snorts. "Collaborative. You want the dishwasher to critique the bisque? Everyone has a voice, Marco. Not in my kitchen." I slam my hand on the table. That's the problem. It's your kitchen. It should be our kitchen. Marco stands up. "Tell you what, HR, you think your way works? I know it works. The data supports it. Data from tech startups, not kitchens. People are people." "Fine. Prove it." Silas looks interested. A /B test? Marco nods. 2 weeks. We shut down for renovations in July anyway. Let's stay open. I take the dinner service, you take the lunch service. Same menu, same suppliers. "No," I say. "That's not fair. Lunch is slower." "Fine. We split the week. I take Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. I get to pick my team?" I ask. "Pick whoever you want. I'll take the leftovers." "And the metrics?" "Customer satisfaction cards, revenue, food waste, and errors, deal." I feel a rush of adrenaline. This is it. The revolution starts here. I start recruiting. I pull the files of everyone Marco has marginalized. Chloe, pastry chef. Brilliant, but too sensitive according to Marco. Sam, line cook. Vegan, wants to introduce plant-based options. Marco hates him. Julian, sous chef, got demoted for lack of urgency. He calls it mindful pacing. I hire 3 new guys from culinary school who wrote essays on gastronomy and mental health. I call my team the Collective. Marco keeps his core brigade. David, the grinder. Elena, the scary Russian grill chef. Marcus, the guy with prison tats. They call themselves the Dogs. Monday morning. Week 1. The collective meets in the lounge. I start with a breathing exercise. Inhale the intention, exhale the stress. Chloe looks relieved. It's so nice not to be screamed at immediately. We discuss the menu. I feel like the venison tartare is too aggressive, Sam says. Can we offer a beet alternative? Great idea, Sam. Autonomy is key. Put it on the specials. Julian asks about prep. We don't want to rush, I say. Flow state. Cut vegetables with intention. We spend 2 hours discussing the emotional arc of the menu. Marco's team arrives at 1 p.m. for their prep for Thursday. They don't talk. They just sharpen knives. It's mechanical. Soulless. My team starts prep at 3 p.m. Service starts at 6. Guys, we're a bit behind. Julian notes, don't stress. Stress creates toxins in the food. 5:45 p.m. Mise en place is half done. We'll just prep on the fly, I say. Agile methodology. 6 p.m. Doors open. First ticket, table 4. 2 tasting menus. Okay, team, let's manifest excellence. Julian starts the amuse-bouche. Takes 12 minutes. Julian, speed? I'm making sure every microherb is placed with love. Okay, fine. Quality over speed. 6:30 p.m. Dining room is half full. Tickets are piling up. Order in. 3 halibut, 2 duck, 1 beet tartare. Sam is struggling with the beets. They're inconsistent shapes. I can't serve this. It's rustic, Sam. It's authentic. Send it. He sends it. Plate comes back 5 minutes later. Customer says it tastes like dirt and wasn't seasoned. They just don't understand the flavor profile, Sam says defensively. 7:30 p.m. The weeds. We are deep in the weeds. Ticket times are hitting 45 minutes for appetizers. FOH manager Sarah comes in. Elias, table 9 has been waiting an hour for entrees. They're getting upset. Tell them we are crafting a bespoke experience. They're hungry, Elias. Offer them a complimentary kombucha. She looks at me like I'm insane. In the kitchen, panic is setting in. Chloe is crying over a broken emulsion. It won't bind. The energy is too chaotic. Chloe, take a 5-minute wellness break. Go to the walk-in. She leaves the station. Now we have no pastry chef during service. I jump on the station. I've watched Food Network. How hard can it be? I try to whisk the sauce. It splits immediately. Chef, we need that sauce, Julian yells. Don't call me chef. Call me Elias. And don't yell. Elias, the duck is getting cold waiting for the sauce. Serve it sans sauce. Minimalist? We send dried duck. 9 p.m. Disaster. Food waste bin is overflowing with burnt scallops and cold risottos. Silas walks in. Looks at the ticket rail. Looks at Chloe meditating in the corner. Looks at me covered in broken sauce. Doesn't say a word. Just writes something in his notebook and leaves. We finish service at 11:30 p.m. Usually closes at 10:30. Staff is exhausted. Great effort, guys, I say. We learned a lot. Let's do a retro. Can we just go home? One of the new hires asks. No, debrief is crucial for emotional closure. We talk for 45 minutes about our feelings. They hate me, but they're too polite to say it. Thursday. Marco's turn. I come in to observe. 1 p.m. They arrive. Marco points to the prep list. David, fish. Elena, meat. Marcus, veg. Move. No breathing exercises, no discussion. Just the sound of knives hitting cutting boards. Thwack, thwack, thwack. It's rhythmic, hypnotic. 5 p.m. Prep is done. Stations are immaculate. They eat family meal together. Silent but communal. Marco speaks once. Tonight, we push. No mistakes. We chef. 6 p.m. Service. Order in. 2 halibut, mid-rare. 1 duck. Flying. Yes, chef. The volume is loud, but it's information, not noise. Walking in 3 minutes. Heard. Plates fly out of the pass. Every garnish is identical. Every sear is golden. I watch David. He's sweating, moving like a machine. David, aren't you stressed? I whisper. Not now, HR. He flips a scallop without looking. Perfect. 8 p.m. Full house. The rhythm breaks for a second. Elena drops a steak. Fuck. Marco is there instantly. Does he scream? No. He leans into her ear. Low voice. Intense. Refire. 2 minutes. Do not let it happen again. Elena nods. Yes, chef. She refires. It goes out perfect. No tears. No wellness break. Just correction and execution. 10 p.m. Last table cleared. Kitchen is scrubbed down. Marco opens a beer. Hands one to David, one to Elena. They laugh about a rude customer. There is camaraderie here. A bond forged in fire. I feel a pang of jealousy. No, it's toxic trauma bonding. It has to be. Week 2. My turn. Okay, collective, we need to pivot. Last week was a learning opportunity. We need more structure, but keep the humanity. I assign roles. Julian, you are the flow manager. Regulate the tempo. Sam, stick to the recipe cards. No improvisation. Service starts. Better than last week, but still slow. Then the health inspector arrives. Random check? Or did Marco tip them off? Inspector walks in. Sees Sam tasting soup with a spoon, then putting the spoon back in the pot. Stop! It's fine. I'm healthy, Sam says. Critical violation. Inspector checks the fridge. Raw chicken stored above the lettuce. Who organized this walk-in? We believe in intuitive storage, Chloe says. You believe in salmonella. Inspector writes his citation. We get a B rating, a warning. Silas is furious. A B rating? Ethelgard has never had below an A. It's a systemic bias against non-traditional kitchens, I argue. It's raw chicken on salad, Elias. Wednesday night, the final test for my team. VIP table. Food critic from the Tribune. Okay, guys, this is it. Focus. We send the appetizers. Critic eats the scallop. Looks confused. I check the plate returning to the wash. It's undercooked, translucent. Julian, you checked this? I felt it was ready. Use a thermometer. Thermometers are invasive. Oh my God. The main course. Lamb. Critic sends it back. Cold. We refire. Sends it back again. Overcooked. Critic leaves before dessert. My team is defeated. Chloe is crying again. Sam is arguing that the critic has a carnivore bias. I retreat to my office. Check the numbers. Customer satisfaction, 3.2/5. Ticket times, average 38 minutes. Waste, 18%. Friday night. Marco's finale. Same critic returns. Silas begged him. Marco knows he handles the pass himself. Order fire. VIP. Make it sing. The plates look like art. The kitchen moves like a ballet of violence. Controlled chaos. Critic eats every bite. Sends a note back to the kitchen. Redemption. Marco reads it. Crumples it up. Throws it in the trash. Keep pushing. We aren't done. They finish the night with record revenue. Monday. The reckoning. Meeting in the private dining room. Silas, Marco, me. Silas has the spreadsheets. Let's review. Marco's team. Revenue, $48,000. Food cost, 28%. Av ticket time, 18 mins. Yelp rating, 4.8. Elias's team. Revenue, $22,000. Food cost, 41%. Av ticket time, 42 minutes. Yelp rating, 2.1. Also, one health department citation and a threatened lawsuit from a customer who found a piece of crystal in their salad. That was a healing crystal. I protest. Chloe put it there for good vibes. Silas rubs his temples. Elias, this experiment is over. The collective is dissolved. Marco resumes full control. Marco smirks. A tiny, arrogant twitch of the lip. You can't quantify human well-being with spreadsheets, I stammer. I can quantify bankruptcy, Silas says. Marco, you want to fire the new hires? No, Marco says. I'll keep them. But they start in the dish pit. They earn their way up, or they quit. That's demeaning, I cry. That's the job, Marco says. You tried to skip the suffering, Elias. You can't. The food tastes good because we suffer for it. He looks at me with genuine pity. Stick to the payroll software, desk jockey. Leave the cooking to the men. The men. That phrase rings in my ears. He walks out. Silas follows. I sit there. Humiliated? I look at the data. He won on every metric, even the staff survey. My team rated job satisfaction at 2.1. Felt aimless, unsupported, chaotic. Marco's team rated 4.5. Hard but rewarding. Clear expectations. They prefer the abuse. They prefer the dictator because he wins. I go back to my office. Glass walls. I can see the kitchen. Marco is there showing Chloe how to chop chives. He's not yelling. He's holding her hand, guiding the knife. She's smiling. Actually smiling. He's corrupting them, turning them into soldiers for his ego. I can't let this stand. If I can't win on merit, I have to change the game. I open my laptop. Open the HR incident log. I think back to Tuesday, week 1. Marco came in to grab some spices during my shift. He saw the mess. He shouted, "This is a fucking disgrace!" He threw a towel on the counter. A towel. Soft. Cotton. But in the log? Incident report. Executive Chef Marco engaged in violent outburst. Threw projectile at staff member. Created environment of immediate physical fear. I look at the camera blind spots. The spice rack is in the blind spot. It's my word against his, and I have the safety and wellness title. I call my friend at the Department of Labor. Hey, hypothetically, if a chef was throwing hot pans at staff, that's immediate suspension pending investigation, she says. And if there's a pattern of verbal abuse, hostile work environment, big fines, potential removal. I look at Marco again. He's laughing with David, high-fiving. They think they won. They think competence protects them. They think the world cares about the perfect risotto. The world doesn't care about risotto. The world cares about safety. The world cares about feelings. I start typing the formal complaint. Subject: urgent safety concern. Escalating physical aggression by executive chef. I embellish. Just a little. The towel becomes a heavy kitchen implement. The disgrace comment becomes specific threats of bodily harm. I recall a moment where he held a knife while talking. Brandished weapon in threatening manner. It's not lying. It's interpreting the subtext. His aura was violent. Therefore, the violence was real. I hit send to the board of directors. CC timing legal. I lean back. You wanted a war, chef? You wanted to prove you're the alpha? You cook with fire. I cook with paperwork. And my fire burns slower, but it burns everything down. I watch him taste a sauce. He closes his eyes, savoring it. Enjoy it, Marco. It's your last service. Next week, I'm introducing mandatory conflict resolution seminars. And you won't be invited. Be me. Winner?